Hello, everyone. I'm Captain Logan, and look, it's Austin. The day goes.
How's it going?
It has been a couple of months somehow. Apologies for our tardiness on Ninja Turtles, but we're back, and we're in the middle of a three-parter, and we'll see if we remember anything that happened in the first part. But it is this show's adaptation, or I guess loose adaptation of Return to New York. We're getting the crazy Shredder clones, while we still have a Shredder that is not dead yet.
Oh, yeah, that was the cliffhanger, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, that's come back to me. I was going to say, I don't remember a single thing that happened last time, but I do remember that now. Okay.
Yeah, you remember we went to Northampton for a lot fewer episodes than I expected us to be there?
And they fought Steve Irwin. I remember
Oh,
that.
I forgot about that, yeah. And I wasn't real impressed with the Northampton stuff. And then they come back, they do Return to New York, and in Mirage, the weird, crazy, deformed Shredder clones are kind of an odd way that we do the Shredder again in that book, but he's still around in this show.
Mm. Yeah, exactly. But he's also lame, so you win some, you lose some.
I mean, I'd say sometimes he's lamer than others. I mean, we keep making fun of the whole water tower thing. He was a little bit better when he burned down the second time around store.
Yeah, but I mean, he just kind of showed up and he like pushed a door or something. I don't remember.
Chewbacca's lover just wrote, "Uh-oh, that doesn't mess up the stream." I don't know what that means.
I think he meant hope that doesn't mess up the stream. Like, because you said that your computer's running slow.
Oh, we should be all right.
Groovy.
We'll find out here in just a moment. But anyway, everybody, thanks a lot for tuning in, whether you're watching live or after the fact. I know we're starting real late tonight, so I don't expect a big live crowd. Maybe some folks will come in and watch it after the fact. We're going to try to do 3 episodes tonight. We're real close to the end of Season 1. We're doing the whole first season of 2003 Ninja Turtles. We're going to continue into the second season, and we're hoping to do as much of this year as humanly possible. I'm not promising we're going to do the whole show. I'm also not promising that Austin will be here for all of it, because I don't know if it'll work out that way. But I'm trying to wait and make sure that Austin can be here for all of these. But I'll start doing them some solo if I absolutely have to get through more of it. Unless it makes Austin cry if he misses any Ninja Turtles.
No, I mean, you can do it without me. It's not a big deal.
See, that's what his mouth said, but his mind, his heart says.
But on the inside, I'm crying.
Exactly. Well, anyway, let's get into the second part of Return to New York, and like I said, we're gonna watch parts 2 and 3, and then there's a single episode we're gonna watch. And then next time we come back, we'll have the 2-part finale for the season, and we'll get right into 2, where we start getting, I think, into space stuff pretty quickly, Austin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, I think you told me that.
I think they start doing Triceratons pretty quick.
Cool.
Are you ready to do it?
Yep.
Okay, we've got the clock there on the screen. If you need that to sync up with us, get to timestamp 0. Make sure you're watching episode 22, Return to New York. Remember back when seasons of animated television were like 26?
Yeah. Remember when TV shows weren't just a long movie as well?
Yeah. Yeah, you win some and you lose some, but it's still preferable to me just to have some of those, fun one-offs. Although I like a shorter season when it's really well handled. Like that was my thing, and I know you haven't watched this, but that was my thing with X-Men 97 is it's only 10 episodes, but it does that. It's got the one-offs. And then the overarching story. And you've got episodes that you think are one-offs until you have the whole thing and realize that they mattered.
Oh.
And that's nice.
Very cool.
All right, here we go, folks. Timestamp 0. Everybody press play right now. Oh, hang on. There's a recap?
Yeah.
Butt-kicking ninja action.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's stop because I gotta fix things here.
Yeah, no worries.
I've got this going through the wrong place in my speakers. Does yours have the CBS All Access logo at the beginning of this?
No, just Paramount Plus.
Oh, weird. Why did it keep the All Access? All Access isn't even a thing anymore.
That is weird.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
and I always skip past the Paramount Plus logo and start it from there.
we'll see. I was going to try to skip it, and then I was, oh, wait. Skip recap doesn't just skip that. There is a whole recap. Okay.
Mm.
Anyway.
Yeah, so I'm starting at like 6 seconds.
Okay. So timestamp 6 seconds, folks. That's where I'm going to go as well. Apologies for starting over. We're real professional. All right, everybody, please press play right now.
Oh my god, this is so loud. There we go.
Previously on Ninja Turtle. Oh, we keep forgetting to guess, but it was Raphael this time.
Yeah, there wasn't really a second to guess. It was just there it is.
It's weird that that it put up the skip recap thing because it is a recap in this case, but every episode does this. It's just usually it jumps ahead or not jumps ahead, but it has sometimes it jumps ahead, but as a character saying like, here's this thing we're in the middle of. And then in this case, it just is a recap, but it's still part of the episode. We should be paying attention to this because it's been a while. Oh, the action in this episode was really good. Wheelchair symbol, does Cap think Turtles Forever will hold up when they get to it? Yeah, I just watched that again the other day. It does hold up. For the most part. No, I love that movie. And it continues to be the best, like, intra-company crossover thing where you have different iterations of the same property. Like No Way Home. I still don't think anybody's done that better than Turtles Forever yet.
I can't even think of, like, what other versions of that are there? I'm trying to... I guess, like, obviously Power Rangers does a lot of that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Batman things that kind of do it, but if we're just talking about movies, there's less of it.
Yeah, well, I'm even thinking of just, like...
That's like every 3 episodes of Brave and the Bold.
Yeah. But, like, one of the things that went to my mind was also the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, but that doesn't really count because it's not, like, other screen versions.
No, and to be fair, Brave and the Bold doesn't really count either.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's other things that just aren't coming to me right now.
A lot of, like, DC ones are just, oh, hey, look, here's a thing that you like, now they're dead.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, here they come. The super creepy, deformed Shredder clones.
It's a little Shredder.
This is one of... Yeah, and all these designs are in that Mirage story, which I have reviewed kind of a couple times now. Because I reviewed it in sequence when I did the... when back in the day when Eric and I went through all of Mirage. And then I think somebody asked me to review just those issues once, and I came back and did it.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is one of those big episodes that tells you that Peter Laird was the consultant on this and not Eastman.
Oh, yeah, why is that?
Because he loves the super weird, like, pseudoscience stuff.
Oh, okay, I got it.
And I think these shows, like the things that each of those guys emphasizes, I think it's a window into what ideas were each of the man's that you wouldn't know just looking at the collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's kind of like that They Might Be Giants thing where sometimes you can't tell where Linnell starts and Flanzy ends. It's kind of the same thing with Ninja Turtles. And so when this stuff shows up in the show that Laird is consulting on, I go, okay, these were Laird's idea. They both worked on those issues, but Laird thought of this.
That's the thing that they're more interested in.
Buck's Lover, I don't know if you're on the right episode. Like, how would I know that?
Oh, we'll just guess.
Oh, Yes.
I'm gonna say no. But I guess we gotta do Forever at some point on Rewind.
Yeah, I'm excited to do that. I mean, you
The
didn't
real
grow up with
question I have
87.
is if it'll be like nonsense to me as like not a Ninja Turtle.
That's what I was going to say is you didn't grow up with 87, so I don't know how much you'll appreciate that, but there's a lot of clever stuff in that I think kind of transcends anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and at least it's not the stupid thing Michelangelo says in 2012 all the time, the Gubasha or whatever it is.
Gubasha.
Yeah, why does he have to have multiple catchphrases? Like, he still says cowbunga in that, but he also, I don't remember how it's pronounced. It's like, yeah, it's Sha at the end of it. It's like Holbasha or something.
Gubasha sounds like it would be Casey Jones's catchphrase.
I was going to say, it's not bad. It's not Goongala.
Yeah, whatever the hell that means.
Well, Hun is driving around in a vehicle that just...
He's got the Doc Ock tank from the 90s.
Well, I was going to say,
Spider-Man
it just
show.
looks like an 87 toy.
It reminds me of, remember the Cancer Girl episode where you have like Doc Ock's dog?
No, I don't right away remember that.
Well, there's like, you remember the Cancer Girl episode, right? Where he's
Oh, I
like,
know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm with
Yeah,
you.
Doc Ock's got like a little dog he hangs out with. That's
I
like,
forgot he had a dog in that.
yeah.
No, you and I have done that on stream.
Yeah. That's a great two-parter. Or maybe it's one episode.
Oh, Dan Shaw, that's what it is. It's Booyaka Shaw. So he took Booyah and he added 2 syllables to it.
Oh.
That's what it
Weird.
was.
Well,
And they
yeah,
made like t-shirts that said it. And...
Booyah is cyborgs. They had to be legally distinctive.
Exactly. I think the Tiny Shredder is the creepiest one.
So I think he's the funniest one because he's got a really big head.
Yeah, I would buy an action figure of that. Look at him coming at you! Oh my god!
Look, he's got a hit away though. I just want him to yell "E" like Mini-Me.
Splinter just smacked the 2-foot shredder. I like Michelangelo's Shredder impression. We made this point before, but this is one of the less irritating Michelangelos.
Why do you have to go? Why can't you just use the elevator? They're not attacking you anymore.
Oh, I forgot about the giant broadsword that Leonardo's got right now.
Yeah, he got that from someone, but I can't remember how. Wasn't that like Shredder's sword or something?
Yeah, or did it come from those interdimensional Matrix guys that have been watching them? I can't remember now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh my god. He's coming at me. I'm going to have nightmares now. Yeah, it's kind of unusual that your superheroes come upon a secret clone lab and they're not making clones of the hero, they're making clones of the villain.
Yeah. But now all the clones are dead.
Because usually it's, oh no, it's Bizarro. Although I guess very often in Superman we make it a combination of Lex and Superman.
Yeah.
And even Shredder, like, makes his own mutant turtles sometimes. Like, we've done that.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Token Razor.
Yeah, and well, and would Bebop and Rocksteady count with that?
As what?
As what you were saying, like as him making his own version.
Well, but they're not turtles.
Oh, well, you said Toka and Razor.
Yeah,
So
I
one of
just
them's a turtle.
momentarily I was like, which one's the turtle? I guess it's Toka.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have known. So I
Bob the
guess that makes
Hun.
sense because Razor, he's the wolf one.
Yeah, it takes me a minute. Bob the Hun says, no, Michelangelo is generally funny on the show, unlike other incarnations. Well, we had that episode where he's a superhero, and we went into that, and I was like, oh god, this is the most irritating one. I remember hating this episode. And then Austin and I loved it.
But then there's other episodes where he is annoying.
Yeah, but I've been watching a little bit of 2012 lately, and I'll take this Michelangelo all day long.
Oh, okay.
And don't get me wrong, I like 2012 quite a bit. But their Michelangelo goes a little to the nines with the goofball comedy. And again, I just don't get why he's got to have a second catchphrase.
They just threw in the buzzsaws from Last Crusade.
Yeah. They look like Lirpas from TOS. I love all the panel stuff we're doing in this action sequence. Because I keep saying we need to do that more often in the show.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, God.
I spoke too soon, folks. Was that a Vanilla Ice reference?
Maybe.
Well, the cadence was exactly the same.
I think it was a reference to us playing Shredder's Revenge, where I was Michelangelo and just dancing all the time.
Retroactively?
Yeah, yes.
But yeah, he just did Go Ninja Go, but it was Mikey in it. You can't tell me that wasn't intentional.
Yeah, it probably was.
Bob the Hun, the other Michelangelos aren't bad, but this one is far, in a way, the best. I think for on screen, I maybe agree with that. I mean, I love 1990 Michelangelo too.
I was gonna say, it's
but
probably...
but IDW is the best Michelangelo.
But I mean, 1990 is probably my go-to answer for most things because that's kind of where Turtles lives and dies for me.
Well, and being a bigger fan than you and having consumed most iterations to some degree, I still have that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's really good.
Wow, look at these guys. I think these are also comic book, but I'm not sure. It's just been a while. I love how crazy this episode is. It's like anything can happen now. They just keep throwing everything at the Turtles while they're kind of running this gauntlet. This is reminding me a little bit of that 70s Iron Fist issue I read on camera once, where Iron Fist is going through the gauntlet, like going up the tower.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty funny one.
It's great. Dan Schneider just said Mikey's mascot turned into an 87 mask. What do you mean? Did his mask change?
Well, it's because it got cut off.
Oh, I missed it. I was reading something.
Oh, okay, yeah. One of the blades cut off the back of his mask.
Bob the Hun says, I feel like IDW is pulling from this show, though, and making Mikey jokey, but not a dumbass. Yeah, well, I'm also referring more to just story stuff we do with him, in that, like, he's the most, like charitable, altruistic of the Turtles. And so we do a lot of stories in IDW where he'll kind of run off by himself to go help somebody that nobody else is paying attention to. He's just really likable.
It's reminded me of Ghost Rider. Like the elemental.
There's all the elemental stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. Why did Raphael have to vocalize that? He's like in a bubble underwater. And they had the voice actor go. So good. Now, if we have to play the favorites game some more, I think I'm to a place where my favorite, or at least, well, maybe not my favorite, but the 2012 Splinter is starting to really, really grow on me.
Oh, okay.
he's a lot less typical White Sage and actually says things that are like relatively profound where I'm like, oh, I should file that away. That's not just a fortune cookie thing. Like that's good life advice.
Was that the only like mainline Turtles thing that is allowed to kill Splinter?
2012?
Yeah.
Does 2012 kill Splinter?
That's what John told me. I mean, John could be a liar.
I've not watched that whole show. I don't remember. Is he dead already by the end of that show?
That's just what John told me.
Because I've seen the finale, but not since it was on, so I don't remember if Splinter wasn't there. Interesting. This is awesome, by the way. Splinter with this magic sword.
With his lightsaber.
And we're doing that cool aspect ratio shift thing. Jareth, am I the only one who thinks of Ninja Turtles as a video game franchise first? No, you're definitely not. There are lots of people that come into Ninja Turtles, especially from my generation, like before the movie comes out. There's a lot of people that start with the NES game. He says, I often think of them...
the beat-em-ups at the arcade.
And that too, yeah. He says, I often think of them that way, even though I've seen and read a lot of that stuff. Well, famously, Roger Ebert always talked about Turtles like it was a video game thing and kind of bemused it for not having any, like, anything interesting to say or any character stuff because it starts as a video game. I'm like, but it doesn't. But okay.
Guy's an old man.
They still got 20 floors. They're going to have to go follow Iron Fist.
He's really showing off his Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, I love all the crazy mystical props in this episode.
Splinter just walked in front of them. He's like, I know there's a camera at this exact angle, and I'm going to take the spotlight.
And then this pose that April's in, being like the guy in the chair right now, is the exact angle she's in the intro when she's flying that helicopter.
Oh, yeah. She's Oracle now.
That's fine by me. Yeah, actually, it'd be pretty cool to just straight up make April Oracle. I'd be down with that.
It would probably make sense with her background.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be really cool with this version. Or anything that goes back to the Mirage thing where she's a
scientist.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the shadows again.
Wow, how many of these guys does he have?
I think just 4, but it's always the same 4.
Oh, the Elite Guard. Yeah. Well, like Shredder's always had an Elite Guard in the comics, but when I said it's
doing the spin blade thing.
When I said it's comic book, I meant I'm not sure if this is like how close the design is, but I think it's pretty close. Because now I'm remembering IDWs, they're fairly similar.
Because their design is very much just the I forget if it's the shades or the shadows from Big Trouble in Little China, and the one was just doing the blade spin that the one does.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I know you've complained a lot about Shredder just kind of like having everybody else do his dirty work, and then when he shows up, he's just not all that much of a threat. But if you hadn't seen any other Shredder stuff, like the water tower falling on him, he seems pretty badass right now. Just in the way he set up this tower. Like, that's pretty cool. I like how video game this is. Like, make a whole game that's just this.
And is this not basically what all the Turtles games are? You just like go. I guess it's not exactly this, but like.
Well, I just liked it. It's all descending a tower. Like, it's all in one building. And you could do a really cool Turtles game like that.
It's your Turtle Arkham game.
And it also feels like a really good, one-shot comic. Like the...
Yeah, sure.
Like the Leonardo micro-series we're always talking about. Where it's just like wave after wave of ninjas, except in this case, it's all in one building. I guess when we were talking about April earlier, I mean, she's an assistant, not actually a scientist, but she would have enough of a background in that it would make sense for her to be really good at computers, if nothing else.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, and now we're flashing back to the micro series bid.
Oh, Splinter took his clothes off.
Oh, you're just a second ahead of me. Oh my god, that's crazy.
I don't like that.
Okay, you know what's really funny about that to me?
What's that?
They just used what happened, and this probably wasn't on purpose, but they just used what happened to most of us kids that grew up with the 87 toys as a plot point. Like, we all lost Shredder's robe, or Splinter's robe, when he was like a naked Splinter. Like, everybody did that. They just make it a plot point in this episode. Okay, Stockman is now just ahead.
He's overkill.
He's overkill.
He can shoot his head off.
We need to see that happen.
I realize, Shredder, that you kind of suck, and I'm gonna kill you.
You idiot. He's got his spider slayer. He's finally gonna get his comeuppance. So this is Baxter Stockman's version of Tony Stark in the cave?
Except he built one hand, one Gatling gun, one hand that's just the, like, oil slick finger looking thing from Inspector Gadget. And I can't even tell what the top right one is.
It's not a real practical suit.
No. And what do you expect? He's just a head. Not even a full head.
No, he's missing an eye. It is okay. Dan Schneider said it would blow our minds when we saw that cliffhanger. I don't know that that's blowing my mind so much as I'm just going, wait, that was your like master stroke? Like you thought there's no way this is how I'm gonna get my revenge on the Shredder and finally get out from under his thumb. Is I'm gonna make a spider slayer robot with like all of its limbs in the wrong place. Okay.
That just happened.
This is Bad Stuff Crazy, and it's wonderful. Everybody rig up to the third part of this three-parter. It's Return to New York Part 3, Episode 23. We're going to watch 2 more tonight. We got a late start, so we're just doing 3 episodes this time again. And we'll see if Shredder redeems himself for Austin here, because so far he hasn't done anything sad and pathetic yet.
Yeah, we'll see.
What does he have to do to turn himself back around and get closer to the 1990 Shredder for you?
Yell about how we are his family, or just do something cool.
Yeah, I don't know. The only character that really yells platitudes besides Splinter in this is Leonardo. Have you noticed how often he seems to, at the end of an episode, just kind of like yell the moral or whatever his like character arc is supposed to be?
Mm-hmm. He should have done it in that episode.
He did do it in that episode. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Oh, what did he? I must have missed it. What did he yell?
He had that part where he got knocked on the floor and then he got up and God, what was it?
Oh yeah, it was something.
Yeah, I forget exactly what the line was.
Yeah, it was when he was showing off his Infinity Gauntlet. That's right.
Yeah, he was basically like he basically said, "I get knocked down, but I get up again, and you're never gonna keep me down." That's basically what he said.
That's a good moral.
Yeah, he's because that's why he was flashing back to like the waves and waves of ninjas that he fought. That almost brought him down. Where he's like, you know, you can't take my integrity from me, and I'm never gonna stop. Yeah, that whole thing.
See, I think it's like popular slang. We should all just start saying "I Chumbawamba" as a way of saying that. But it's like we all get what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, it boils the whole idea down to just 4 syllables.
Exactly. And then Chumbawamba can just play that as a new edited down like TikTok version of their song.
So they just go, I Chumbawamba, and then there's just music for the rest of the line. They don't even sing the rest of it.
Well, no, they'll like speed up the music.
Oh, okay. So now it's like a 40-second song.
Exactly.
Thomas Lowe, thanks for throwing the big reveal about Shredder in the comments here for everybody. But we are aware of that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get there. That's the only kind of unfortunate thing about Turtles Forever, because like you can't watch that movie in a vacuum without that big plot point being spoiled for you. But otherwise, that movie's really easy to watch for people that don't know the show.
Yeah, I guess that's one of those things that kind of has to be there. There's no getting around that.
Yeah, well, and it would be a giant missed opportunity if they didn't, because what's fun with one of the big things that's fun with crossing that with 87 is that this version of Shredder ultimately ends up basically being Shredder and Krang at the same time. So, like, if you're going to mix with 87 and bring in Krang, it would just be incorrect not to deal with that.
That is true.
All right, folks, here we go. It is episode 23. Get ready to press play when I say now, and I'm just about to. Everybody, please press play right now. Okay, so this one did not have that logo.
Have which logo?
The CBS All Access logo?
Oh, okay, it just started.
It just started. Like all the other ones have.
That's so weird. Remember this from the last episode?
That we just watched? Oh, I guess those guys weren't Royal Guard. Okay, so I actually don't know if those guys are comic book or not.
Yeah, those elemental guys? I don't know, they're just kind of there.
Yeah. Did he just call Baxter Stockman a fruitcake?
I missed that. Whoa. Whoa, Donatello.
Yeah, well, that didn't used to have that connotation, but I just...
I know.
But I'm just thinking, like, yeah, when you look at the stupid, like, bat stuff crazy robot suit he just built, yes, he is that. Baxter Stockman is a moron.
That is correct.
I just love how it would have been cool if he was playing some kind of like 5-dimensional chess where he's been manipulating the Shredder this whole time in some way, or where he had this like actual really complex, impressive plot that he was, like maybe if not manipulating the Shredder, he was manipulating some of his guard or other foot soldiers, or he had some like other friends in his back pocket that he's been working with that were going to come and take over and stop the Shredder. Nah, he's just building a robot suit that looks top heavy and is about to fall over at any moment. Like that's his big master stroke.
It's like the Riddler in Arkham Knight.
It's just like that. So you're saying Baxter Stockman is just going to make the Turtles drive around on a racetrack?
Yes.
Please stop calling your plan brilliant. It's not.
It was so brilliant that he's now like relocated where he is in the room.
And he's not very self-aware. Like he cannot stop patting himself on the back about how great this robot suit is. Oh, what's the Shredder? The Shredder's got elemental guys with various magic powers. What is he possibly going to do against a man with a big mech robot?
His mech robot's so cool that he shot 3 missiles in like a small room and only killed 2 people.
Well, he's going to bring this whole building down on his own suit and crush it. It's not even that big.
Well, okay, he's officially cooler than Shredder.
Yeah, that's the moment Austin was waiting for him.
I knew it was
He
coming.
just knocked. Why is the Shredder the Worf of this show?
I don't know. It's really weird because like he's got that crazy design.
Did you hear Hun's line reading? He gets
No.
knocked up against the wall. He just goes, "Oh."
Oh yeah, I did hear that.
Hun's one of the best parts about Turtles Forever. Because one of the big jokes they do in that is this series didn't do a lot of mutate stuff, which also suggests that Eastman is all about the mutates and Laird much prefers the street level and then the more cosmic stuff, where he doesn't really want to just turn everybody into a mutant.
Mhm.
And so we do a really fun running gag with that where Hun gets turned into a giant turtle and he can't stand to look at himself in the mirror because he hates the turtle so much.
Whoa, what was that shot?
And they basically make him this universe's Slash.
Oh, okay.
What shot?
Baxter Stockman like reached out and grabbed him, but it wasn't animated. It was like his arm shot out, and then there was just a still photo for like 3 seconds of the hand holding Shredder, and then it cut to a different shot of him being thrown. That was really weird.
I didn't notice it, sorry.
No, it's okay.
I love just how far we're going with his cartoonish narcissism. That he's talking about them like they're on trial for like just not self-aggrandizing him. It's great. Also, does he have like advanced like sight in his other eye now? You'd think we would have maybe done like a first-person POV shot with that by now.
Yeah, probably.
Or is it just a big monocle? Oh my god. That was a line, Austin.
It was.
Oh, look, they got that right out of...
Now he's dead.
Sorry, that line reading was amazing. Or that yell. Because he basically did the thing that we always hear when Shredder shows up, but he did it a lot longer. He's like, oh! But yeah, they got that out of that really old movie, Austin, The Empire Strikes Back.
The what, sorry?
Where the rope went around his legs.
Oh,
And then the robot fell down. That comes from that really old movie.
Really old movie,
The Empire Strikes Back.
Alien. Well, now that the Russos are coming back, we might get another one of those lines.
I know that's what you've been waiting for. You could get another line like that without the Russos.
No, they're the only ones who'll do that.
Okay. I think it's possible that somebody does that as a callback to their stuff, though. Because they love their callbacks.
It'll be weirder with like an older Peter Parker, because he's like slowly aging up.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, he's like college age, and he's like, oh, remember that really old movie, Twister?
I love that Baxter Stockman took the time to say that line on the way down. He's falling to his death. This is just a minor setback.
He just won't die.
Oh, wait, no, he's back. So this just is a video game, right? Like, this is a beat-em-up boss that just won't stop.
Baxter Stockman's like, look, we all know Shredder kind of sucks, so I'm gonna be way cooler. I'm not gonna let you guys fight.
I'm starting to agree with you. It's sad. Like, I keep waiting for the... Because I didn't remember this about the Shredder, and I keep waiting for him to, like, turn it around.
Well, I think that's what took me by surprise, was this is like a lot of people's favorite Shredder.
Well, a lot of it's on paper, right? Like,
Sure.
The aesthetic of the suit is pretty, scary and gnarly looking, and he's pretty badass for off-screen, like, taking Baxter Stockman's body parts. And he's got all the cool comic stuff. See, some of it is just, like, a matter of perspective with where this falls in the history. So, like, if you're watching this when it's on and you're a Turtles fan, the most intimidating Shredder is the 90 movie. And then beyond that, you've had 87 and you've had comic books. So when you get into this, you've got a Shredder that's got all of that cool, intimidating comic stuff that we had not had in any on-screen iteration yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also important to note that some of that might be intentional, Austin, because, like, I think there's maybe an intentional gag here where, like, he is intimidating, except the original Shredder in the first issue kind of took himself out.
I wish this one would blow himself up with a grenade,
And
though.
so, like, they're really playing into that. There's an argument to be made that it's all on purpose.
This is just an entire episode of people falling.
There's a
long
lot of people
distances.
falling. I wish
Like Jupiter's ascending.
which is ironic with that title.
Oh, of course.
I forgot about that. Yeah, it should have been called Jupiter Descending. Am I right?
Yep. I saw that in the theater.
I did too. But I forgot about all the falling.
Oh, it's burned in my brain. That and Mila Kunis when she's like, I like dogs.
Splinter, as he was falling, should have yelled, "This is only a minor setback." That should just be a rule. Like, if you fall on the show, you have to say that. Ooh, round 2. Look, they're going to fight him on a roof again. You think somebody's going to hit him with another water tower?
Yes. The scene just keeps going.
Yeah, this is a pretty melodramatic Splinter here.
Splinter's doing like the Deadpool 2 death.
I know. You will be all right. I trust you.
By the way,
When are you going to stop giving a speech? And also, you're not dying.
no. All that happened to you is you fell out of a building and you got caught.
Yeah. Why are you even winded? I mean, I know you're old, but you were just fighting a bunch of people with a, like, elemental magic sword. Well, that was a cool shot.
Now he's dead.
I still can't get away with, or can't get my mind around Sword of Tengu. I'm just expecting a flock of irritating birds to show up.
He did not get a water tower knocked on him, but he did fly through a bridge into a pond. So he still got like dunked underwater.
I probably made this point, but I always forget that the show is still pretty toyetic, like 87. Like these things that the foot soldiers are flying on. Just designed to make action figures.
Well, we have the classic vehicle talk from the one episode.
Right, yeah. And those are indisputably vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
See, here's the Matrix guys again.
Yeah, this guy comes from the Bill and Ted future.
Oh, okay, but that's right. I've had that thought. But they didn't. Okay, so they didn't give him the sword. He must. Did he get the sword in that building? I just can't remember.
I think he like stole it from Shredder or something. Master, the turtles must survive to write their legendary rock song.
I don't know if I've watched enough of the show to have ever even seen what exactly this council turns out to be. If we ever even fully know. Because I know I've seen most of this first season.
Mm-hmm.
But like real broken up. I've never watched it even in as rapid succession as we have this year. You know, it is nice of Shredder to give his henchmen parachutes. It's a little surprising that they even have that.
Mm-hmm. That's very G.I. Joe.
I wonder if that's just a cartoon thing where we have to make sure the kids don't think that the foot soldiers are dying.
Mm-hmm.
They're not expendable like in 87 because they're not robots. Do you even know that much about 87, Austin, that the foot soldiers are all robots?
Yes, I did know that. Oh, I guess these guys aren't dead after all. Shredder was like, I have the chance to do something cool. Henchman! Get in there.
It would be pretty pathetic if the Turtles had already taken out his elite guard and they never came back.
Well, yeah, Stockman killed them, but they're back. But even he couldn't even do a 1v1. Shredder was like, nah.
But yeah, like, foot soldiers only exist to serve at the whim of the Shredder, and he has an endless supply, so he really doesn't need to give them parachutes. Like, what does he care? They're supposed to sacrifice themselves for him.
Mm-hmm. It's the way God intended.
Just like the Bill and Ted Council intended.
Be excellent to each other.
Wow, that's pretty impressive timing there, Turtles. You could both kick a guard up into the air and time it so that they smack each other in their backs.
Meanwhile, Shredder's just digging through trash.
We've got a bit of a running motif here, Austin.
Yeah.
This Shredder that, like, I think he's in his way, like, even more in denial and full of himself than Baxter Stockman. The difference is he's got resources.
Well, and Baxter Stockman genuinely kicked their asses. It was like
Yeah, that's true. That suit did a lot better than you and I expected it to.
Yeah. No one said it was going to be hard, though, either, Raphael.
It's like, oh, here comes Morpheus. Morpheus is back. Now they're coming out. So here's a question.
Yes.
Why are these guys just now doing this?
I don't know. But now they're just the Highlanders.
Was the idea that they were just watching from afar and not sure if they could trust the Turtles, and now they've decided they really are on their side? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
I just can't remember their motivation from watching this before, because they've kept them really mysterious so far. I don't think we're supposed to really fully know yet. Oh, now it's Grayskull. Shredder literally is holding a sword and saying, "The power."
And before that, he was digging through trash going, "The sword, the sword." Oh, God, they're going to kill me. Where is it?
Boy, this Shredder can't do anything on his own.
No, he literally had to have like a godlike power up.
Well, and he said he used that to conquer Japan.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like ingenuity or master planning. It was just, I got this artifact. I'm honestly not sure how I feel about that part of it. Like, that so much of the Shredder's power in this is mystical.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm cool with an element of that. Like, he finds ways to keep himself alive for centuries in IDW, which is cool.
In the trash where you belong, Shredder.
But beyond that, like, you know, he's really well trained in martial arts. And this Shredder is supposed to be that, but he's also got to have the, like, real typical MacGuffin, like, power weapon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is this going to be the episode where we kill him?
I think so.
Oh, why didn't they save that for the finale?
Yeah, or maybe that doesn't quite happen here, and that is in the finale. I don't remember. Bob the Hun.
Yeah, I just assumed he would be beaten some.
Oh,
Other way.
that was a scene we talked over. I guess he says their bosses just gave them permission to intervene, so the Bill and Ted Council.
Yeah, no, he just died. Here lies Shredder. We're shocked it didn't happen earlier. His tombstone read.
Yeah, and even though, we'll find out what really happened later. It's kind of a moment at a kid's show when it looks like we just took somebody's head off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so weird that there's still a couple episodes left.
Yay! They took Shredder's head off. Yay!
They killed his ass. Yay! Let's all go for pizza.
Let's turn on a mystical EMP.
Yeah. What?
So I wonder if the idea with the mystical council is that I keep saying mystical. I don't know if they're mystical, but I wonder if the idea with the council is like they know what's happening with everything and can kind of see the future, so it's like a fate destiny thing.
Mm-hmm.
There is some pretty typical comic stuff happening here. Because if that's sort of a prophecy thing, I'm not sure if it is, but then that's pretty typical. And then you've got the big all powerful MacGuffin device. And we got this helicopter. What did I miss with Splinter? He just fell off a roof and got caught.
Well, and then he fell asleep, and then somebody took him.
Oh. So I wonder if anybody watching this at the time called the reveal with Shredder.
Oh, they made
yes!
that sound.
Like the body walks over and picks up the head.
I wish he just fell over and burned to death when he walked into the fire, though.
Were any fans going, I wonder if he's a neutron because he could be in the stomach?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like there's probably people that called that.
Chewbacca's Lover said most of us saw that scene not knowing Shredder was a neutron. The decapitation was mind blowing at the time. Well, I was going to say it would have had to have been. But then also in the back of your mind, if you're old enough and savvy enough, you've got to be going, okay, well, there's no way that we actually took off a character's head in a kid's show. So something else is going to happen. Like, it is happening. There's going to be a loophole. In the same way that we almost never kill anybody in a kid's show in the first place.
Dan's Den says he thought he was a headless horseman. I want to see that version. Give me Splinter, or Shredder, played by Christopher Walken, just screaming.
Yeah, I mean, what's weird about it is we do see him without the mask in places.
That is true.
You know, like there is a human version of Orokusaki that we see. So I wonder how many people could have called that. Because if you never saw him, you might go, oh, well, we don't even know if he's like a real person. He could just be a robot.
Especially because you have like all the science stuff.
Yeah. So maybe at this point people are going, oh, this probably isn't the same Shredder we saw earlier. That might be what they're thinking.
Yeah, it's possible.
Austin is clearly very fascinated by all of this. Okay, episode 24. We're going to watch one more tonight. It's Lone Raff and Cub. Yeah, they did that title, Austin.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, so we're gonna do a filler episode next. That's potentially strange. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Raph palling out around with a little kid. You know, like he does in Ninja Turtles 3.
Well, hopefully the little kid is Little Shredder.
Well, see, now you've ruined the episode because it's not gonna be that. That's what I want it to be. I want it to be like Raphael thinking differently about the Shredder now because he bonds with 2-foot tall Shredder.
Well, imagine if like he's just like their pet for the rest of the show. Like they just have like Little Shredder with them.
Oh man, that'd be great. Now it's a Hanna-Barbera show. All right.
He's like the annoying character that's got like a really high pitched voice.
Yeah, exactly. So this is an easy call. This will be Raphael again at the beginning, right? Because it's his episode.
Yes.
He'll just be this kid we've never met.
Oh, I hope so.
It'll be Tiny Shredder. All right, everybody get ready to press play when I say now. Here we go. Timestamp 0. Everybody please press play right now.
You cut to the inside of the like their base or whatever, and Little Shredder walks in and he's like, "Oh no, Turtles! Big Shredder's polluting the city lake. What do we do?"
Oh my god, what's with the mobster with the polka dot tie?
That's Polka Dot Man.
These look like Spawn mobsters. I wish we had a Spawn show in this animation style aimed at like 12-year-olds.
What was that guy's vocal reading? Do you hear that?
No, I missed it.
He threw his grenade and he was like, "Ah!" what was that?
How many times have we had an opening that starts with "It's gonna be a long night"? Like I feel like we say that a lot or something close to that.
100%. It's a new day in New York.
It's a new day. Can we do a stream where you're not making me go back to like hideous flashbacks from Gotham? Like, please.
No.
You do it to me every time.
And it's funny because I don't even like that show.
I don't even think you always do it on purpose. I think I just have PTSD over Gotham.
Did I tell you about the woman that I met at my first job that said that was her favorite show of all
I
time?
think you did.
Yeah, what a weirdo.
Did she finish it?
I don't know.
Like, does she still feel that way?
I don't know. Maybe. Hopefully.
Because even people that were, well, I don't want to be mean. I almost said delusional enough to be in love with that show. But even people that really like that show, I've not met one person that liked that last season.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't mean to be mean. People can like what they like, obviously. It's just...
No, we know how you actually feel.
It's hard for me to understand liking that show in any other way, but ironically, past the first few episodes. Like,
Yeah.
you just think it's like crazy nutso fun, sure. But like, if you're actually buying into the drama of most of that show, I don't understand you.
When she was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't really get
Yeah.
that. I can be open-minded enough to understand that people have different, backgrounds and personalities that lead them to different conclusions than mine, but I don't really get how you get to that. But that's his personality. That's his prevailing character trait.
Yeah, it's his entire thing. It's like telling Leonardo not to lead or Donatello to stop doing that machine.
Yeah, it's like telling Michelangelo to quit party duding.
Yeah. Or to ask April to stop being a woman.
Stop being a science assistant.
I mean, she did.
No, that's true. That's true. She did do that.
Does April have a job or like?
I'm not sure how
home
she's supporting
anymore?
herself right now. Well, I think before it was just she had her store,
Yes, that is true. Yeah.
so she
I guess
should
now
be
she just lives in the sewer.
jobless right now. Okay, I really expected that to be a character.
No, he was digging through trash. What is he, the shredder?
Oh, he was. We were supposed to think that was Splinter. I thought it was gonna be the kid this episode's about.
No, just trash. Why is the Empire State Building pink at the top? It's been like that the whole episode. In the skyline, what was up with that?
They're acknowledging cancer awareness.
Okay. It's for prostate cancer.
Yeah. No,
It's only like the tip part.
no, it's I think it's pink, which is why it's like breast cancer awareness.
Oh. Baxter Stockman's new evil plan is giving out free mammograms, and they have to stop him. That pervert.
I guess it could be both. It's prostate cancer and breast cancer because it's pink for breast cancer, but it's in like kind of a phallic symbol. That's
what I'm saying. That's why I was thinking.
okay.
Prostate, 'cause
That's
it's like
how
a
we get
phallic
there.
thing.
Jared says, I like Gotham. I didn't buy into the drama, though, past the first season. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I can see buying into pieces of it in different places, but overall.
Yeah, if it's like the Barbara stuff.
Yeah. How are they expecting anybody to care?
I don't know. I was very invested in the Barbara versus Lee thing.
I think it would have been cool if they had Raphael totally in silhouette for this entire scene.
That would be cool. It now makes sense to me that that guy did like that, like noise when he threw the grenade, because that's just his voice.
He's just trying to do a Joe Pesci.
Yeah, it's James Arnold Taylor doing a Joe Pesci. Oh boy.
Why don't you try again?
If only Raphael was dressed like Michael Jackson, then this would be better.
Okay, I like that fell flat because that was just the worst catchphrase.
Yeah. Well, what was it he said? I missed it.
I'm Green Vengeance.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And then the mobster guy was like, "What?" And then he goes, "Okay, forget that. That was stupid."
Yeah, never mind. I'm out of here. Why is there always a gangster that just has a piece of chain that he's like twirling around?
Well, it's intimidating, and it's a multi-function prop. There's a lot of different things you can do with that.
Oh, okay.
Do we buy that Psy could actually drop that neon sign?
This guy's got like a fancy little purple phone.
Oh my god, it's Tony Twist. See, they are Spawn mobsters. Well, it's cool that this is all at least perpetuated by Shredder being taken out. So like, it's a one-off side thing, but it doesn't happen if it's not for that.
That's true.
And I always liked the power
something.
vacuum thing in organized crime stories.
Yeah, same.
We do that all the time with Batman. I
Oh,
know.
that kid just punched him in the face.
We do that all the time with Batman. I never get tired of it. Can this just be the whole episode? This kid just keeps punching, like sucker punching.
He's still doing it.
He's done it 3 times.
Why is that your first question?
See, I would have had him in silhouette, and then the kid is kind of surprised that he's dealing with a big mutant turtle. But then if you did that, you wouldn't get to watch him punch him in the face a bunch of times, so... And then you can go back and deliver pizzas. Because I don't know why that kid looks like he's wearing a pizza delivery outfit, but...
I don't know, especially because he's like 3.
Yeah. This kid can't be any older than 9.
Yeah.
But you're a kid.
I hope this kid gets hit by a bus.
Yeah, the problem is, you know, you have this kid that Raphael finds on the street that's dealing with organized crime, is in over his head. Like, it's difficult not to just compare it to Casey Jones, even though he's a little kid. So that dynamic has to be at least half as fun and interesting as with Casey Jones. And he's got the really typical cartoon, like, early 2000s kid voice, which doesn't help.
Yes. 100%. And it seems like a lot of this episode's just going to be, do this. Meh.
Oh my god, flashback sepia tone to this kid's house. Are they watching The Ring?
What's his favorite movie of all time?
I think they were watching The Ring.
It's too early. I think it's too early for the American ones. They're watching the Japanese.
It's not,
Ring.
though.
When's the American one?
This very year.
Oh, okay. I was thinking.
And
Okay,
actually, this is the back half of the season, so the year before this.
Oh, yeah.
That came out in 03. It might have been the tail end of 2. No, it's 03. I saw it in the theater when I was working there. You can sucker punch harder than that. I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
It's all I know about you, except for the fact that your little sister's favorite movie is The Ring.
No, this kid's like immediately cooler because of that.
That's true.
Tyler,
I
it's not okay to do drugs.
I mean, I appreciate that you're trying to save your mom, but you have to know you can't single-handedly take on the mob.
Let me introduce you to my other cartoon all-star pals.
I mean, I get that you want to look tough and all that, but when you find a mutant turtle that can help you save your mom, why don't you start punching her in the face? Why don't you just go, could you come help me save my mom?
I just want a scene where his mom's like, you're too young to watch The Ring, and he starts punching her in the face.
The kid is made slightly more likable by the fact that this mob goon with the irritating Joe Pesci voice does have a more annoying voice than he does.
I mean, James Arnold Taylor has a history of really annoying character voices.
You know, he just said oh, you actually know that actor? I thought you were just making up a name.
No, that's
that actor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in a ton of stuff. He's not a bad actor. Like he does do some good stuff, but he also plays a lot of really nasally, annoying characters too. He
And
is
that
Obi-Wan
was
in
the end
Clone
of
Wars show.
Raphael. Oh.
Yeah, he's Obi-Wan in the second Clone Wars show.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that grenade exploded, and I was like, well, how's it going to get out of this one? Oh, I guess it's not that kind of grenade. I don't even know what it did. Like, it didn't blow up anything. Like, what did it do?
It was just a dud.
Yeah,
This
my
is
grenade.
just a smoke bomb. Okay, so a couple minutes ago, the kid said creepo, and I'm like, oh, wait, he's just Anakin Skywalker. I'm just remembering when Anakin Skywalker said slimo.
He's gonna be like Raphael. Try stabbing. That's a good trick.
Hit the nose!
Stab him in the nose.
Nicholas Bodo, you let your kids watch horror movies? When did I say anything that made it sound like I let my kids watch horror movies?
I think you meant like the cartoon mom. I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, well then Raphael shouldn't even bother saving her. Like she's just a reckless mother, an unintended mother, lets her kids watch horror movies.
Yeah.
If that was indeed the Ring.
That's beautiful.
Ah, my guys, they fell from this building.
Oh my god. Stop giving him dialogue.
Look, there's the pink Empire State Building again.
I like the colors and the shadow stuff in this episode. Like, it's pretty well animated.
Mm. Yeah, for sure.
Dan's Den says that you're wrong. He says James Arnold Taylor is not the voice of the mob boss. It's a voice actor named David Brenner.
Oh,
Arnold Taylor
he
was
sounds a lot like him.
never a part of 4 Kids. They only used their own voice actors. Yeah, that's, yeah.
Oh.
But
My
Chewbacca's
bad then.
Lover says James Arnold Taylor is Leonardo in TMNT 2007. Yeah, and I don't know that voice actor right away, so I wouldn't have realized that. That's a good
Yeah.
Leonardo, though. I like the whole voice cast in that movie.
I don't really remember it. Isn't Chris Evans like Casey Jones or something in that?
I don't remember. Casey Jones gets like 3 lines of dialogue and is completely superfluous in that movie. So,
Oh, okay.
you know, they had Sarah Michelle Gellar as April O'Neil, and she gets nothing to do either. Like,
Yeah, fair enough.
are you a bloodhound now? Like, when
Did
did
turtles even have nostrils?
Yeah, when did the turtles' sense of smell ever get them anywhere? Okay. Oh my god, stop talking. He's
Yeah, he sounds so much like that.
He's a
like,
tick
that guy.
villain.
It's shocking me it's not him.
Ah, there's Tony Twist. There he is.
This is just a man.
He doesn't even know what show he's in. Like, he thinks he's in a Batman show. Did you see the alternating hands?
Yeah, they're still doing it. The one guy in the far right wasn't. He was going like this. But then in the close-up, they weren't doing it. They were all standing like that.
Oh, see, look, Austin, they're bonding.
This is like Iron Man 3.
See, it's a heartfelt buddy cop picture.
It's like Iron Man 3, except not as cool because Raphael didn't call him the P word because his parents left.
Yeah, you don't have that, and you don't have the Hello Kitty watch. You need that.
Oh, yeah. And a sister that's spoken of but never seen.
Well, no, you do have that. In fact, this kid does have a sister that loves The Ring.
Yeah.
I don't think we saw her. Did we see her?
No, yeah, so I guess that's right.
I think he
So
has
she wouldn't have a Hello Kitty watch, she'd have a The Ring watch.
He'd have The Ring watch.
Hey, don't break my The Ring watch. That's custom.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused about what's going on here. So the kid keeps giving him like pointers on where to kick.
Mm-hmm.
Can the kid see them all better than he can from his vantage point? Like, I don't really understand that. He's like 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I'm like, Raphael's standing in front of them.
Well, he's tired.
Why does he need directions? But is it supposed to be the thing where like the lighting is different from him, but we need to be able to see him, so we don't see that? Like, I don't understand what's happening.
His teacher is gone, so we needed this kid to become a mentor for him to fight.
That makes him the worst ninja ever. Like, he needs Splinter to follow him around and say 1 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay, wait, if that's how that works, I feel like you can just stick anything into a keyhole and open it.
Raphael, just walk in there and cut the ropes.
Yeah, you have sharp objects that you carry with you everywhere.
Kind of blinded.
Do you have an opinion on the extra long size?
No, I didn't even think of that as being an extra long thing.
Yeah, I think they're a little longer than they usually are. But now that I think about it, I think we have pretty long size in Mirage, too.
Yes, he was blind.
Oh, I missed that. We were talking about all kinds of stuff. How long has he been blind?
Maybe that's what the grenade did.
Oh, okay. Okay. I missed that plot point.
Mom, I made this awesome mix for you.
So they did that to contrive a thing for them to bond over.
Yes.
Okay.
And then he made...
Sorry, everybody who's been shaking their heads for 5 minutes. I was just riffing and missed that. Apologies.
But it had a very heartfelt ending where the kid gave his mom an awesome mixtape.
This is not a terrible episode.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Honestly, the script is fine. I just would have come up with a different voice for that kid.
Well, you really want a different voice for the one mobster.
Yeah, there's a turtle here.
Thomas Loyes is blind as a bat. Yeah, I wasn't actually paying attention to the story point there. It turns out. Well, anyway. Apologies there. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Deaf as a bat.
We are going to try to come back in the not too distant future to watch the last 2 episodes of the season and go ahead and start getting into 2. And I think, Austin, I don't remember because I haven't seen a lot of 2, but from what I do remember from that, I think, like I said, you get space stuff pretty early. And I think maybe 2 is where they do Usagi. It's 2 or 3.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know he was in the show.
Yeah, we get the Usagi in this.
Very cool.
Once again, Austin is just thrilled and super excited about Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
Well, is this still kind of fun, or are you over the show?
I feel like I'm definitely kind of out of it, but like I'm still having a good time, like hanging out with everyone and watching it. Like, it's
thanks.
not, like,
yeah, that's kind of the sense I was getting. Is that like you might not watch this at all on your own if we weren't doing this?
Yeah, like I probably wouldn't. Like I feel like maybe like the last 2, I think I've been like I'm not liking these episodes as much as I was early on. But I mean, it's whatever. I still have a good time hanging out.
It's possible you'll dig on it more when they start doing the like weirder, more cosmic stuff.
Yeah, it is possible.
And you not being a big Turtles guy, it'd be interesting to know if you watched and read more stuff. Which like part of this universe, like which kind of stories you end up liking better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Because like I always say, you have kind of different kinds of fans with the show, like people that prefer the street level stuff and people that prefer the space stuff. And
Well, the best episode is still the Trash Man episode, and not Shredder, but the actual Trash Man.
the actual trash man. See, he's just he's even losing more points because he's ripping off Austin's favorite villain.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's what makes it way worse. It's like
Chewbacca's Lover, you guys went in expecting not to like it. With that premise, yeah, kinda.
Well, there's certain premises where you're like,
Yeah. Well, stuff you've seen a million times and stuff that just doesn't, immediately grab you or that you typically don't like. Like, the like main character that has to pal around with some kid that he doesn't want to and then warms up to him in the 11th hour. Like, typically that's not great.
It's been like 75% of the Phase 4 MCU movies.
That's true. But it was fun.
Yeah, it was alright. The best part was that his sister liked watching The Ring, though.
Yeah, exactly. Well, guys, thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you again real soon. I was Captain Logan, and this was Austin, the Day Ghost.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, folks.